to Wasabi, welcome back to the channel. Today's battle's on the Erlenberg map, and we've got Square Eyes again. He's in the Big PP clan and playing the T-34-3 Chinese heavy tank at tier 8. He's got one mark of excellence so far, so let's see how it goes with improving that. He's across the river, but going to play in the town. Here, which positions he takes. And if he takes spotted by the AMEX, and there's Centurion 5-1 crossing snapshots there with a pretty wide open reticle that manages to land the shot, so that tells me he's got some good crew skills on here and equipment, and we saw the improved equipment that he was running as well. It's facing off against the Centurion 5-1. Centurion 1-5. Feeling a bit unhappy now. He's nearly a third of his health, and he's still there. Oh, that shot went through. Now that's interesting. Don't have much of a view of it, but it's going through the turret or the top armour on the hull. So got a few aim points there. The Centurion's managed to land a shot at last. I think he's down to one shotable. So I don't think we've seen much of this tank before. It's a premium tank, and let's have a quick look at the gun stats. So 122mm standard round 196 with 390 damage. And the Centurion, and 250 pen for the premium round. Very low shell velocity of 720. Now he's got a nice gap here. M4, unfortunately a bit too angled for that to penetrate, but that's what I mean about using this side. We've had plenty of videos on the other side of the one, but yeah, just make sure that you understand the positions that you can take advantage of there. So he goes for the commander's hatch there on the VK-168, manages to go through, switch to his heat rounds to get the extra pen. VK is just not paying attention, although the Tiger 1 was. The Tiger 1 not able to penetrate his turret. But it's a lower tier tank, so it does want to punish the Tiger 1. Well, he's still using his premium round, so well, yes he does. Okay, you shoot at me, I'm going to shoot back at you. Maybe you'll find something better to do. But Square Eyes already up to nearly 2.5k, and he just bounces the Tiger again and punishes him straight away. So let's see how that changes their positioning. So far the VK-168 still not looking at him, but the Tiger 1, okay, so he's going to keep punishing him, but keeping with his premium rounds, we may not be aware that he's switched to them for the VK, and he doesn't really need them for the Tiger, but VK now down a little bit, so you can see if he can go for that hatch again, which he does. Now leaves that VK-168 on one shotable as well, but Square Eyes deciding not to go for that. He's got a T-29. He probably won't go through the mantlet there, looking for the top of it, but this is one of the issues with the Chinese guns. This is not super accurate. And the long distance shots may not pay off, but okay, now he's found a tank that he probably doesn't want to deal with straight away, the VK-100. Which is tier 8 German heavy tank, and he's trying to crush him, but he should find a gap here in the turret, so even though the VK's raised his gun to try and get the gunshot instead of commander's hatch, he's found shooting under the gun is just as acceptable. Got that nice little gap there. And he's escaped, get a shot in the side, punish that VK for trying to dominate him. He doesn't want to take another shot really, he's down to one shotable. Go. VK just misses that shot. Can avoid the T-29 while he's rushing to get out of the way, but safe so far. In fact, if he'd stayed there, probably would have been obliterated by Hardy too, so that was a very narrow escape there. Let's see how we're going. So the team performance, they are ahead on hit points by a reasonable margin, but they're down by one tank, but we're just ticking over the first 5 minutes of the battle. And he doesn't really want to risk anything. Can't really move out of this position either. That VK100 will come around, but also potentially if he crosses over, that T29 will shoot at his side, which he can maybe just survive. But 252U with him is not being successful against the VK. Square Ice has amassed a fair bit of damage already, nearly 4.5k. So doing pretty well, but the team needs to survive here. He's taking another risk here. The T29 spot him. Maybe not. Certainly didn't act on it. There goes that VK168 is now being taken out of the game. Square Ice just looking for other opportunities here. This is an area, of course, you can cross the river through the water, so it's an only crossing point. No incentive really to do that. And finally, the VK100's taken a hit, and he's pushing on the 252U. Oh, he takes him down to 107 hit points. So definitely one more shot and he's gone. He's focused on the object 252U. Maybe another side shot coming up. Square Ice is going for... Oh yes, nice side shot. Well, he doesn't get the kill unfortunately, but at least the VK100 has been taken out of the game. So he's spotted, well he was spotted just then, so he's just being very careful not giving too much. Okay, the T29 is still below the hill, so not a risk right now. And his team have actually made a bit of an advance, so it's just been picked back a little bit, but then there's two tanks in front, and their hit point gap is growing. So how much more damage can Square Ice get out of this? So he's in a bit of a risky position, but the tanks do the right thing, or at least the T29. You get a side shot on the turret. I think it was just obscured by rubble there. But he got spotted again. Now, possibly that was the T29. Okay, incoming round bounces, luckily. And there he's lined up again. Can get a damaging shot in. Finally he does, yeah. So this is the sort of hit and miss you get from the Chinese guns, particularly at distance. But at least he's given the T29 a reason to keep his head down. So the game's advancing rapidly. Oh, there's an arty shot. Luckily doesn't do any damage, but Square Ice deciding this is a good point to move up. T29 is still a bit of a risk, and there was a spick up there as well. T29 on very low health, but at this point looks like he's pushing up towards the camp. There are a couple of tank destroyers up the back, most likely an arty. So there's only really 3 tanks in the game on the enemy side left. There's the light tank, the Spic, or the Spic-1C we should probably call it, and T29 and a Barask. Barask last seen on the other side of the map. The T29 now doesn't exist, it's been sent back to the garage. So now it's time to try and clean up without losing your health to the TDs. So there's a good chance some of them are on the A line up in the A9, A0 area, but he was lit just then, so clearly there is one back here, somewhere around the so that B2 to B4 side of things. So Square Ice deciding not to take the risk, just parks it up, goes dark, and see if that object 252U exposes anyone. So it looks like no one at the B2 spot. Could mean they're a bit further up, so Square Ice just coming in, trying to side scrape a little bit. But he's really intent on someone else spotting for him because he really doesn't have enough hit points to play with, and the object 252U is got a reasonable amount left, so closing in, and hasn't lost any health yet either, so potentially the threat that he was spotted by has moved away. But he's just going to wait till he gets around the corner of that particular point, which it looks like he has now, so definitely nothing on this side of the river anymore, so whoever was there has basically run away, and there you go, that was the SP1C who's now lost a bit of health. And there goes the Super Hellcat, so the enemy side starting to melt. And the Spicker's gone unspotted. Oh, and there's found the Barask. So this is the Barask. Oh well, he's dead. I was going to say, is he AFK? He didn't seem to be moving, but he's gone completely. And that's given a nice little fillip to Square Eyes with his damage total. And now it's just the Steyr and the M12 Artie. Oh no, he's gone for a swim here. This is one of the places where you do go completely underwater, so I'm going to head right across quickly. He comes out alive, no dramas there. He's got his HE shells loaded, looking for the Artie or the Steyr. Both of them would be relatively squishy, but it really depends which side of the hill they're on. Oh, there's the Artie. Oh yes, he's got him lined up. Oh, puts a nice shot in and he gets another kill. So second kill only to Square Eyes, a lot of damage, but unfortunately no kills. And then finally the Steyr, he'll be spotted in a second, and there he is. Oh, he'll get a shot on him. And another kill there, so 3 kills in the end, and just ticked over 6k damage. Fantastic result. Alright, so I've got the results here. A high caliber award for doing the most damage, and based on 6.1k of damage that you managed to snatch at the end. Got 3 kills and a very small amount of assisted damage, and accompanying that, the Ace Tanker Mastery badge. So how did he do against the team? Alright, look at that base experience, 1575, very nice level of experience. Next best player did 3.6, so good contribution there, and just under 1,000. And the next few players, yeah, none of them cracked 2k, although the 252U came close. Enemy side, we got 3 players doing over 2k, and the outstanding one there was the 7032, but yeah, I don't think anyone there got close to that, and they got a lot of tanks that look like they did 1 or 2 shots of damage, so that's what let them down. All right, what did it cost? This is a premium vehicle, of course, so hopefully you made a profit. 23 shots fired, 19 hits, 15 of those penetrated, 1 splash damage, that was an HE shot, using HE at the end, of course, as we saw. Had no actual extra income, so it was all based on the gameplay, so repair costs quite small, being a premium vehicle, 90k, so it did fire towards the latter part of the game, or in fact from about the middle of the game actually. Premium ammunition, so 90k there, and some consumables, but still made a profit of 44k, so that's nice there. All right, great game there from Square Eyes. Thank you for providing the content. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do that. At the same time you change your clocks. This is coming out on the day we change our clocks. So anyway, good luck with that. Thanks very much for watching.